From 2000 through 2002, Ricky Rudd drove the number 28 Texaco Havoline Ford Taurus for Robert Yates. During the course of those years, he managed to score 3 points-paying wins, with 2 in 2001 and 1 more in 2002. He would then make the switch to the iconic Wood Brothers 21 team, where he stayed from 2003 through 2005, finding small but decent success. In 2006, he was subbed in for the injured Tony Stewart during a qualifying session for the June Dover race. Then we hit 2007, which would be Ricky's farewell season. He would race full-time in the number 88 car, promoting the Snickers candy brand as the primary sponsor. With Rudd rejoining Robert Yates Racing for his last season, some claim to say that the move was a big mistake. And as they predicted, they were right.
Nobody's going to lift now. There's just 4.5 laps to go in the Daytona 500. What do you think? Oh, there's a car in trouble.
Jamie McMurray, the 26 car, bounces off the outside wall.
And around they go.
Ricky Rudd, the 88 car. Caution will be out.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
And remember, when the caution comes out, at the moment of caution, the field is frozen.
Watch the right side of your screen. McMurray up high.
I think he may have got a little shove from behind. I'm not sure. It looked like that's Kenseth in the 17.
And they just started stacking up from there.
Yeah, the 88 car looked like Rudd just kind of ran in the back of the 26 of McMurray, and boy, from there on, it was on.
Ricky Rudd carrying the pedigree colors this week on his Robert Yates Ford. And it is still a fusion. Ford and Toyota did not change models for the car of tomorrow as Chevrolet and Dodge did.
Got old dog on the side of that car, his old tongue's hanging out. I told him, I said, y'all need to feed old Jake. He's not looking good.
Well, you think there'll be a bunch of drivers looking like that after 500 laps here on Sunday.
First lap 15:51, fifth quickest. He was 38th in practice.
Fastest Ford so far.
I think you get to a track like this, Ricky Rudd will be very comfortable, and I think he'll run pretty good.
56 career starts here. His first start was in 1975. He finished 10th. He made $800 that day.
$800?
$800.
Yikes. We've come a long way.
Took everybody out to dinner, too. Oh, trouble. Here we go. Around the 40 car.
Mike Bliss, Robbie Gordon, Bobby Labonte spin.
They're all bunched up.
Came across the 8-8 hoping he'd pull his foot.
I think that caution will be good news, possibly for Brian Vickers, an 83 car. We'll let you know. I think he's going to get the free pass. He'll get back on the lead lap.
No damage there on Ricky Rudd's car from contact. Under caution once again.
Points leader Jeff Gordon, he'll get those 5
Trouble already off turn 4.
J.J. Yaley.
David Reagan.
More cars to follow.
Chain reaction. Ricky Rudd, Casey Mears.
Oh, Rudd up on top of Reagan's car. What was that about?
Last time I remember I start by points here.
Iceberg, dead ahead.
Oh, the 6 car just pushes up into Yaley in the 18. And that started the whole mess. Then they come back out into the racetrack right here, and that's what created the rest of the problem. Here comes Rudd. Watch this thing back up on top of that 6 car.
Ricky was trying to slow up, Darrell, and got turned around, got hit from behind and turned around.
You know, I don't think it hurt Rudd's car much.
But you're right, Darrell. They need to try to fix that 88 car. You heard Jeff Hammond in the pre-race talk about the guys at the back side of the top 35. He's fighting to stay in the top 35 to be locked in the show.
The driver was Brian Vickers. The other irony is that Tony Stewart, who's now steaming up the outside. Oh,
trouble.
Ricky Rudd in the wall.
Trouble back
Nemechek
there.
Around. Kyle Busch.
You know what? I'm not so sure that wasn't started. Oh, is that
Jeff Burton, 31 car. Kyle Busch, another wreck today, just like yesterday.
And a very hard hit.
I tell you, we got to take a look at this, but I believe the 48 car was involved in this little skirmish.
Somebody tipped Ricky Rudd into the wall. Let's see who.
I think just watch this down the back.
Rudd is behind Tony Stewart on the outside.
Yeah, they're right. They're right here. Here's the 48 car right here.
But the 96, Tony Raines, looks like he got up into Jimmy Johnson, the 48, initially off turn 2, I believe, Darrell.
I believe you're right, Larry. I saw the 48 move. Gosh, that's a hard lick by those two cars. Good thing the safer barrier is there again.
Boy, Dave Blaney in that 22 car just drove it down into 3, and he's going to lose all kind of positions in back. Ward Burton
Ricky
got
Rudd.
sideways. Tony Stewart gets damaged. Caution is out.
Ward Burton in the 4 was trying to stay the first car one lap down, and he got hard into Ricky Rudd.
Yeah, he just gassed it up and not at a good time.
And it all started getting into turn 3 when Blaney got in there, washed up the racetrack with the front tires just sliding and smoking.
These cars just don't like to be close to each other.
And Martin Truex had a great run going.
He stalled
Top
out.
10, and he stopped.
Got serious damage with fluids running out.
Yep. A couple of Virginia gentlemen pile it up here in turn 3. Watch the 4 of Ward Burton. It all happens surrounding him as he trails Blaney.
Blaney locks the brakes up getting into 3. That slows his momentum down. Here comes Ward, and he's just trying to go 3 wide, and it's not enough room.
Ooh.
Turns Ricky Rudd. Boy, Blaney was lucky. And Tony gets a little piece of it.
Darrell, I'm not sure I can pin that on Ward. I believe Sterling Marlin might have gotten the back of Burton and turned him around.
Did he bump him?
I think so. Marlin's in the 14.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He pushed the left rear around on the 4 car, turned the left front down into Ricky Rudd, the 88.
Did you see that little clip that Blaney got right on the left rear corner of the bumper, man? And there's Tony. He gets a piece of it.
All that unburnt fuel piled up, and that's why they couldn't get him restarted. Now they have, as Ricky Rudd, former winner and veteran of this track back to when it was a half mile, walks away. Lurking on the lead lap, running laps 1 second slower than the leaders, but just hanging out there. Dick, how about Ricky Rudd?
And he is a sly one. In 59 starts here at Lowe's Motor Speedway, Mike, he has run 30,000 miles. I just climbed to the top of his pit box and looked at the computer. Butch Hilton pointed his finger. It said 400.2. That's 400.2 laps. Rudd thinks he can make it, and finally, for the first time ever, win a race here at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
We'll find out if they gamble. Dick.
J.J. Yaley has just been told that he can make it. They do not plan to pit the 18 car. You know what? When you're in the position they're in, don't pit.
No,
you're trying to win this race.
What you don't want is a green-white checkered if you're in this box. You got to get it to the end. You got to have no cautions.
This is unbelievable. An economy run to finish off NASCAR's longest night. Casey Mears, winless, the leader. J.J. Yaley, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, second. And Ricky Rudd, out of retirement to race this year. One of them may win it.
Carr, former NFL #1 draft pick, now with Carolina. As we check the unofficial results, and the year of Hendrick continues. But Jeff, that is a surprising after 600 miles. J.J. Yaley, Kyle Petty, Reed Sorensen,
Brian Vickers. I mean, Tony Stewart, who looked like he was on his way to winning his first 600, he winds up 6th. But hey, it came down to strategy, like Larry McReynolds said. It was all on the crew chief's shoulders to make the right call. And hey, for Darian Grubb, who has now won a Daytona 500 as well as a Coca-Cola 600. Pretty impressive resume for this crew chief.
When he tried to correct it, he just gets right into the left rear of his teammate Ricky Rudd. That 88 car, hard lick to the inside wall. But he just got very loose as he came up off the exit of turn 4, Gilliland did.
I guarantee you, Gilliland is already apologizing to Robert before they ever start.
Big trouble on the racetrack, guys. Big crash here. Jimmy Johnson involved. The 48 car spins around. And the last year's winner involved.
Flat. I don't think I have too much damage.
He's got a little more damage than he knows. That left front fender's tore up pretty bad. And here's Ricky Rudd with the right front fender blown off of his car.
The 10 car involved. That's Scott Riggs as he gets turned from behind. The 21 car, that's Bill Elliott. They were all stacked up almost in a single file.
Almost like a domino effect here. All these guys are running so close together. Almost 3 wide coming off the corner. Just not enough room. All of them so close. That's why they all get in the wreck.
Want to take another look at
Yaley tears up another car.
Torn up.
Ricky Rudd.
Get it fired up. Come back around if you can.
See, Ricky's car's torn up.
We can limp around here.
That 48 car got some pretty good damage in that too, Jimmy Johnson.
You see if you can drive it there.
Look at this replay. Ricky Rudd gets loose going at the corner. We saw that in the Busch race yesterday. A lot of problems with that happening. And nowhere to go. And you know, that's a hard hit with Jimmy Johnson, but the car doesn't look that tore up in the back of it. These things are, man, they're like army tanks.
Oh, it got some help. Ricky Rudd got some help from the one car, it looks like.
Yeah, that different angle showed that. That's good. Let's watch it, Jimmy. He got hit in the back from Matt Kenseth.
It's on the left.
All right, from Jeff Burton's onboard camera, let's look ahead.
Six slow on the ball. Stand in front of. He's up high. He's up high. Easy. Easy. Come on, come on, come on. Great job, boss. Great job.
News. You know, back in 1975, Gerald Ford had just become president, Tiger Woods was just born, and a young man by the name of Ricky Rudd from Chesapeake, Virginia, had just begun his NASCAR Cup career. Now here we are, 900 races later, one of the best ever is getting ready for another start.
Maybe a little too much.
We are being told from spotters that there was contact with the 88 car of Ricky Rudd. And speaking of Ricky Rudd, congratulations on a major milestone, his 900th career start. Only the second driver in NASCAR history to reach that milestone. The other one was the King, Richard Petty, who logged 1,185 starts prior to his retirement. Whoa, contact back there, the 00. Jeff Gordon is involved as well. Rudeman. Kevin Harvick somehow gets through. David Gilliland is involved. The 88 of Ricky Rudd.
It's like Jeff Gordon made it through. He's got some damage on the left front fender. He's bouncing through the grass right now. Gordon is. David Rudeman, heavy damage on the front of his car. It's like Jeff Gordon just got in the side of Jeremy Mayfield. Shot up the track. And Jeff got slight damage on the left front. It looks like not near as much as I thought.
And Kevin Harvick just shoots right through the gap, makes it through this wreck.
That could have been disastrous for Kevin Harvick trying to hang on to a spot in the chase.
Inside back here, wrecking behind us.
You see David Rudeman didn't see that coming. He was on the top side of the racetrack when Gordon got into Jeremy Mayfield, knocked him up into David Rudeman, and Jeff must have really got loose.
Come on, hustle, nobody. You're good.
Dave?
Clear up. Big wreck behind you. Hell of a job.
Out with the 88 car, Ricky Rudd making his final start in the native state of Virginia. There's the flat tire on the front car of Rudd. Now watch the contact. A little beating and banging between the 9 car of Kane and the 88 of Rudd.
Man, just run out of real estate, get down into the turn 1 right there. Looks like 88 got stuck in the outside. Whoa, little payback there. I don't think anybody want to pay back Ricky Rudd.
You heard him talking about how bad Harvick's car has been handling it today. Considering how bad the car has been, he has done a heck of a job to keep this car in the top 15.
Yeah, the rest of them got fresher tires, but Ricky Rudd's been out for a long time, and Andy, his lap times are awful good. I mean, that last time by, in fact, this time by also. So he's right there in hunt for speed.
He's got a good long-run car, but it seems like these guys get new tires. They can drive away from him pretty good, and he's not had any track position unless they do this pit cycle like we're seeing here. They could have let the left rear wheel loose, and that kind of messes up the threads, dulls the threads in that area, so that maybe they put this spacer on there, put the wheel out on some better threads so the wheel will tighten up.
Yeah, that's happened a lot. If you get a loose wheel, it'll wobble and it'll actually tear the threads up real bad. And Andy, that's a great catch, because I never thought of that one, but yeah, that was, they bring it out. That'll definitely fix their problem.
Yeah, Ricky Coleman, the rear tire carrier out of Orlando, giving us our crew cam shots of the repairs being made on Greg Biffle's car.
Now, the good news is they got it fixed. The bad news is they're 3 laps down now. It'll take a while to change that.
Overall, 2007 was an up and down year for Rudd and Robert Yates' team as a whole. His only top 10 finish in the season was in the World 600, placing 7th. Other highlights were a front row start for the 49th annual Daytona 500, as well as hitting the magic number of 900 total starts in his Nextel Cup career. When Ricky Rudd, the Rooster, hung up his helmet at season's end. He had a total of 906 starts, 23 wins, 194 top 5s, and 374 top 10s to his credit. And that ought to do it for this video topic. Stay tuned for more upcoming projects like this, because this is just the beginning of my new series on this YouTube channel. But anyways, I'm signing off for this video, and until next time, have a good one.
Earlier today, he received the Ironman trophy from former record holder Terry Labonte.
Rudd will forever be recognized for his perseverance, fighting through every ache and pain, broken bone, or torn muscle to get behind the wheel and race each weekend.